Welcome back. Well, it is CEO Week here on Mornings with Maria, where we are highlighting young female entrepreneurs who've created companies now worth millions and tens of millions of dollars. Our first sweet treat, bite-sized cupcake company baked by Melissa. Do you know it? CEO Melissa Ben-Ishay, beginning her business in 2008, she started with only a select number of flavors, and then she fast expanded nationwide with more than a dozen locations today. Joining me now is the woman herself, Baked by Melissa, co-founder and CEO, Melissa Ben-Ishay. Melissa, great to see you. Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Well, we love stories like yours because you made it, you did it yourself. Tell us about your initial vision for the company. How did you get your big break?
Well, I definitely did not do it by myself. It takes an incredible team of people both then and now. My big break was getting fired from my job as an assistant media planner at an advertising agency. I went crying to my brother. We always wanted to start a business together. And at the time, I was baking my tie-dye cupcakes, big cupcakes for everyone and anyone. It is truly the way I express my love. And almost 20 years later, I can still tell you it is truly the way I express my love.
I love that. So you were baking cupcakes for friends and people. Then you decided to sell them. Tell me how that all happened. You began your business at 24 years old. Tell us what happened to actually catapult you into business. So did you have to hire chefs, or were you doing the baking yourself in the early days?
I baked every single cupcake, actually from my Murray Hill apartment kitchen. Baked by Melissa was my brother's vision before it was even mine. I was the one executing and baking and delivering using the subway in Manhattan, but he believed in me before I believed in me. And I think as a woman, it is very important to say that I should have believed in myself earlier on and had the confidence I've since learned through my experiences with Baked by Melissa. What makes Baked by Melissa unique is that I have co-founders. So I surrounded myself with human capital in those very early days, people who had skills that I didn't have. And together, we made the magic of those early days of Baked by Melissa. And I was, and still am, working around the clock to now I don't bake every cupcake. Back then I baked and delivered. Now I'm running a business and working with a team of like-minded, hardworking, passionate people. But it takes grit and motivation and a lot of work.
Grit, motivation, a lot of work. How much money did you need to really start at the beginning? How much money did you require to get it going?
So at the beginning, it was really human capital. I mean every word of it. We were each really dedicating our time and expertise. I was baking out of my apartment. I was just buying ingredients, believe it or not, from the local supermarket until I discovered Restaurant Depot. I was taking the money I made from the deliveries of cupcakes and the orders I was getting and using it to buy cupcakes. And then we had a website, bakedbymelissa.com, very, very early on, where we accepted orders using PayPal. So I would match the order confirmation and the payment confirmation on my BlackBerry phone at the time, and then go and put a sticker, a Baked by Melissa sticker on a white pizza box. You could order 100 cupcakes or more, they're bite size, and I would just carry this pizza box of 100 cupcakes out all over the city and just make these deliveries.
So, I mean, you had to pay for your PayPal account, you had to pay for the ingredients, you had to pay people to work with you. What was the overall amount of money that you needed just to get started in the beginning? I mean, We founded the business in 2008. We did not take on our first investment until 2012, I believe. Maybe 2011. It was $500,000. Okay, so you needed $500,000 to get your feet going on the ground. Do you have advice for young entrepreneurs who are looking at your business and saying, wow, she did it, I want to, live my dream, I want to start the business I've been dreaming about? What do you say to particularly women coming up in the world behind you?
I say you could do anything. I would recommend starting your side hustle while you're working full-time so you don't have to worry about the pressure of making a living and supporting yourself. But baby steps. It's definitely not linear. For every great day I have many more very challenging days, but those challenging times are truly what makes you and what teaches you the most. Mistakes are incredibly important because that's how you learn, and you really have to be willing to look at yourself under a microscope and understand what you're good at, but even more importantly, what you're not good at, because that's how you need to go surround yourself with the other resources and skills that you don't have.
Well, you know what, Ryan, jump in here, Ryan Payne, because this is what drives the global economy, small business like Melissa's.
It totally does, and I'm glad you're not still baking out of your apartment. That's great. What I'm curious about is, when was that pivot to just doing it locally around New York to now you actually ship nationwide, where you thought this could be a much bigger enterprise? I remember I had that in my own business, the same experience, where I realized, oh, I can do this on a bigger scale. You know, when did that happen for you?
So since day one, we have been really taking our cues from our customer, and our customer wanted us to ship our products. So we started shipping in April of 2010, which wasn't too long after we founded Baked by Melissa. Today, you could go to bakedbymelissa.com, you could choose your arrival date, and we guarantee that we will get our product to you perfectly fresh and safe. And that is a really big differentiator for us, Baked by Melissa, because look at these handcrafted bite-sized cupcakes that have icing on top and toppings, and our packaging is equally as unique as the product itself.
So
we celebrate
good.
hundreds and thousands of birthdays.
Melissa, real quick, give us one secret to making a perfect cupcake.
Love.
Love.
Obviously, in every
All
bite.
you need is love.
The crazy lady named Melissa, who's in the bakery all the time, making sure the quality of our product is perfect, because quite honestly, without that, you don't have anything.
All right, Melissa, we'll be watching your work. Congrats to you, Melissa Ben-Ishay, Baked by Melissa. Thank you.
Thank you.
For kicking off our CEO week. You're watching Mornings with Maria live on Fox Business. We'll be right back.